What's going on, guys? Matt here, and welcome back to another episode of What If Ming Didn't Exist in EU4. Last time we left off, pretty much Korea just got absolutely obliterated, and they still are getting obliterated by Udegi, who's trying to take stuff. Donghai has taken a lot. Japan has pretty much gone and taken over most of it, and now they have to deal with separatists. Mongolia is becoming a power. They became independent, and still nobody knows who's gonna become the new Ming. So let's just watch and hope that it's not the Japanese, because that would be pretty funny. In the Middle East, we have the Ottomans invading the Mamluks and the Timurids, pretty much a major power horde right here. Russia has been formed. Denmark has annexed Norway and part of Novgorod. And over here, Poland has taken up much of Lithuania after it imploded. France is at war with the Papal State. Great Britain has done its thing and is colonizing. But back to our main focus, which is the Asian front. Mongolia dealing with some peasants and separatists. Yarkand just became pretty big, taking over part of Changati. These guys are taking over the last remnants of Wuding, except for up here. Wuding still has a hold over here. And there was a peace deal with Korea. They took this province, or was it? It was one of these provinces over here. Let them keep theirs. They made peace, leaving Wuding this little bit that they can't even get to. But as we can see, there are a couple major powers in the actual Ming area. There's these guys, these guys, these guys, these guys. I'm not even going to try to pronounce some of their names sometimes. And then these guys are pretty big. And then a bunch of miners over here in the south. And then, of course, over here in Manchu, we have the tribes still fighting Mongolia, and Donghai being the biggest, and then Saloon and Nivket being the second, and then Udage and Korchin. Japan invading Korea, but dealing with a lot of separatists, so that's going to be a problem for them. Over here we have a lot of calm separatists, so we might see a calm return. Ottomans have taken over, and Tunis have taken over a lot of the Mamluks, so they're not really that powerful anymore. No one has come into the Indies yet, no European powers. There's a war going on with Wuding, and they're pretty much going to take over all of that, I'm pretty sure of. Ooh, Japan's falling apart. Ashikaga particular lists, and then we have Tokugawa has returned with 2 provinces, and Chosokabe has returned with a single province. So Japan might be in turmoil and revert back to feudalism, like feudal Japan, if they can't get their act together. Korea occupied by Uchi, so Korea's at war with the Japanese minor of Uchi. Ryukyu still just chilling. Looks like they made a white peace. Yep. Mongolia is being invaded by them, and they're losing a lot of ground. Ooh, they're being invaded by 2. That's the problem. They've lost a lot. So Mongolia might get a lot of it taken away. Oh, Oryat's involved. Nope, they just made peace. No, okay, this belongs to Yarkland. Gotcha. So Mongolia's been, yeah, okay, there they went. Mongolia kind of was taken down a notch, and these guys now are a big player. Japan's suffering a lot of rebels on mainland and in the Korean mainland. Not sure if they'll be able to pull it back. Uchi needs to go and take the fort, which it looks like they're doing. They have almost a 4 stack there. Yep, now they have a 4 stack and they're sieging. Defenders' morale is still high. Now, Korea has this 11 stack over here. So, and they took a little bit of land over here somewhere. Saloon just got rid of Udige entirely in that little minute that I was over there looking. Japan got rid of its mainland separatists, but it still has to focus on its Korean separatists. So there goes Udige. They are completely gone now. Next up, it looks like these guys might be next, being that they have a little miner down here invading them along with Mong Meo. And they're getting taken over again. Yep, they're involved in that war as well, so. And there goes Uchi, has made it over here. No, Donghai, that's Donghai. Okay, so Donghai is going after this little bit of Korea again. Nifke and Saloon are at war. Saloon already occupying most of their territory. Separatists, zealots. Korea taking back provinces from Japan due to separatism. Wuding and separatists are going after these guys, trying to restore their once great power. And they just imploded, and there's only 1 province of them left, but they released a lot of other nations. Donghai pretty much occupying all of Korea at this point except for their capital. Russia colonizing into Siberia. Ottomans doing their thing. Spain has formed. France and Great Britain are at war. Great Britain dealing with pretender rebels, but managing to take over some of Normandy. Denmark's still doing its thing. New Castile is still in Mexico, down there in Brazil. The west coast is completely empty. Donghai's made it down here, so now all that's left is their capital. Do they have units there? They do. So Korea will fall once again. Now once mighty Korea fell multiple times, hitting every branch on the way down, and they're about to hit another one. These are indeed sad times. Oryat and Mongolia gone to war. Mongolia is obviously going to beat Oryat because they're 1 province now. So their old overlords are now dead. Russia going into Kazakh, pushing through the northern horde areas. And there it went. Wuding took a lot of northern Korea, leaving them 1 province here next to Saloon, their capital, and this 1 province down here. And Wuding is gone. Sorry to anyone who thought Wuding was going to win, but they are now completely gone. Oh, well, they might come back. They're separatists. Anything is possible. I personally did not expect Korea to get so just steamrolled. I did think that these guys would have a pretty good chance, being that they had a lot of different coastal tiles. They weren't really connected. They could get a lot of attacks from different sides, you know, different angles. Oh, Tokugawa is at war with Japan. So, They're taking back what's rightfully theirs. And it looks like the region in Manchu might be peaceful for a little bit. Now that everybody's kind of grown and shrunk and grown and shrunk and grown and shrunk. More Korean separatists while they're at war, that's not a good sign. Norway has made a comeback, Denmark being split up, dealing with a lot of separatists. Lithuania has made a comeback. They're still shattered and don't own anywhere near what they used to own, but they're back. Norway trying to make its way back up. Are they at war? No, they have a truce. Okay. Sweden has declared its independence, though, allied to Poland. So they're seeing an opportunity. Novgorod has made a return. Did not see that one coming. Japan dealing with the separatists. If they really wanted to, they could take out the rest of Korea. These two provinces. And they wouldn't have to worry about it. Donghai or Saloon could take this one. And then from there, Japan could focus on Uchi, who has taken over the Ryukyu Islands. Canton. Where's Canton? Oh, that's these guys. They're at war with these guys. So it looks like they're already occupied completely, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, this is going to be a major war. Tian Shui has declared war on Changsha, Huan, and Shuanhua, and they're going through their territory, so that might get split up a little bit. Most of it will probably go to Changsha and Huanhui. It's gonna be how I pronounce that, and you can't stop me. Yep, there it went. They took some territory for them, but Huai'an got nothing. These guys are being taken on by them. Don't know how they're managing to win, but the fate of Vietnam rests in that war. Korea with one province left. Donghai took Japan took the other two. Korean separatists in Uchi's territory, this little island, and all over Donghai. So now Korea is a one province minor. Sad times indeed. Fingyang has made an emergence. They're going back after Mongolia. Be smart, go ahead and take them out of the region, and they can focus on Saloon, which is another big one. Attack from two different fronts. Mongnae took a lot of Danshang. These guys have grown. India still not united. Ottomans, the Timurids are pushing towards the Ottomans. That is not good for them if they don't have an alliance there. Sweden managed to take this, and Russia managed to kill Novgorod. Sweden invading Norway. Great Britain, France, piecing out. Britain took some more of Normandy, which is smart. Every couple years, declare war, get a little province. Declare war, get one province. It's not too bad, because eventually he'll have enough to keep his entire army there. They're also at war of Donghai. Ooh. If they can get a lot of this Korean territory, that's really good development. And the Mongolian territory, just to cover up the map, get a bigger border. That would be nice. That would, if they can take I'm not saying they can in this one war, but if they do manage to find a way to take all of this Mongolian territory and Donghai, I feel safe in assuming that they have then taken the mantle of Ming. As it currently stands, it's still up in the air, but I'm going to go ahead and say that if these guys can take at least this Korean peninsula territory here, and then depending on how much they take in Mongolia, I'll have to see when this war ends. Okay, no, they have not taken the mantle of Ming, because I was going to say they have to take this little bit here. If they could take this little bit here, I would have said, okay, yeah, they're definitely not the power level of Ming, but they're definitely working to take their place. They have the mantle of Ming. But because they didn't, they went for Mongolia. It shows that they're more horde mindset. They're trying to take Mongolia out rather than Donghai, even though Donghai is pretty powerful with this little bit of development here. I honestly think that at the end of the day, Huanan is going to be the one to fully take on the mantle of Ming now that Korea is out the way. My choice is still Korea. I'm saying that was my choice from the beginning. I'm wrong, obviously. They might make a comeback. Who knows? Separatists, and all that history. But I'm sticking with Korea. But what I'm saying is that Huanan has currently the best chance. If they can get down here and take out all these miners and wrap around Changsha, being they're allied to them, they can then turn against Chang and just blow through them if they can go against these guys. Only problem is the AE they're going to be suffering. Uchi going to war with Chosukababi and Japan. Japan not being able to fight back really, so separatists in both of those areas. Timurids pretty much just imploded the Middle East right here. Russia's at war with Cyber. Or I'm pretty sure Russia's going to win. Sweden taking a lot of Norway in that war. Denmark, Iceland has formed. Interesting. No one has decided to try to colonize the west coast, which is interesting. I mean, yeah, it is the Asians. They're not historical for doing that. Uchi is just steamrolling Japan. Holy crap, they might take over. We might see two Japans form. Korea, my little one province minor, still struggling. But there we go. Japan is fully occupied almost, except for one tile. These guys have been completely occupied by these guys, the guys that were just in this war, Taiyan Shui. And Uchi now controls Kyoto, pushing Japan out and up towards northern Japan. Siam, that's what I'm going to call these guys. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. This Siam is trying to push into Indonesia, which isn't a bad idea. And there we go. They were smart. They decided to attack them. And they called... No, it's just them by themselves. That is stupid. You are wrong. You are going to die. I don't know. Might be a fair fight. Might be a fair fight. We'll just have to see. I would have personally tried to call in these guys just because they're really powerful and I could take the southern states. But you can't always have what you want. So Korea managed to gain this one little island back. So I guess that's worth it in the long run. They're no longer one province minor. They're a 2-province minor. They managed to take some territory up north here, pushing them back. They're managing to push out some of the occupiers. It'd be funny to see Russia slowly colonize and expand this way, and then push through all of these guys to take over Ming. Russia becomes the new Ming. That'd be pretty funny. Norway managed to regain its territory all the way up to there. Denmark and Iceland still doing its thing. Great Britain has pushed and taken more. Have they taken Paris? No, they're 1 province away from taking Paris. I know that that's their goal. They managed to take Paris. It's all over. Mamluks and Tunis, or Tunis and the Ottomans are at war with the Mamluks again. Changtai is being invaded by Yarkhan and Mongolia. So maybe Mongolia will get 1 tile out of that. These guys have been just sitting here since the Mongolian invasion. Japan dealing with a lot of rebels. It's not good for them. Cochin and Korea, I feel like, are in the same boat. They're just kind of sitting there in the middle of all these great big nations like, heh, I'm in danger. Yan separatists, but they were immediately crushed. Okay, he took out, or these two took out most of these miners that were down here. So now Ming is pretty much comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I'm gonna say 8 major countries. We have these guys, these guys, these guys here, Tianshu, Changsha, Huanan, these guys, I'm just gonna say Chao, and then Mong Ne. And then of course you have the NG Chao, who are a 1 province minor. You got Gorkha with a province, but don't consider them. There we go, Mongolia stretching out. Oh, they've gone to war with Saloon. Interesting choice. Might be doing it for money. Might be doing it for land. Who knows? If they're doing it for land, I don't see a reason. Personally. And here's my reasoning for that. If they're doing it for land, all they're doing is increasing the border they have with Donghai. When if they could go to war with Donghai, they could take this and force a bottleneck here, and then go to war here and get this to where it's not a bottleneck to them and it's in their favor. Okay, no, they freed Udeji. Okay, well, they're back. See what I mean? You can easily just, your country can easily just disappear, and then after a war, just boom, it's back. So who knows? Maybe Donghai will go after Japan and then free Korea in the peace deal. Who knows? Mong Ne taking out some of these guys. Oh, they killed Diavit. So they're gone. Mong Ne pushing into China. Siam still doing its thing. Donghai hasn't done anything in a little while since the Korean War. Kinda wondering what their next move is gonna be. Same thing with Japan and Uchi. Are they gonna go back to war? Because Uchi definitely seems like they want to control the mainland and the Korean peninsula. Oh, Mongolia has attacked Saloon. Attack of opportunity since they just got out of a war with Huanhui. But I feel like that might be bad. Yeah, Saloon is invading Mongolia now, so unless Mongolia can take their capital and then quick peace out for some land, it's not going to be very eventful. However, it appears that Donghai has also been involved. So if Donghai, personally what I do as Donghai is I take Saloon, get a surround on Korea, and then go ahead and kill them and take this island, because then you have a port here to watch Uchi and the Japanese peninsula and say, screw it to the north, let Mongolia have it. Take this because it's more centralized, and then you have a longer area to attack these guys, and you can even get into Korchin better. Yeah, see, they're starting to occupy this area. I doubt that they'll annex it, though. AI doesn't like to do that stuff. AI doesn't like to think like I like to think, and that's why I don't like the AI. And that's another one of my pet peeves, is when you're playing and you decide to ally a country, and then immediately they decide, oh yeah, so I'm gonna go to war with literally everyone, and if you don't join me, your country's going to literally implode on itself. And if you do join me, it's going to implode on itself, so have fun. Which is why I usually like to just keep a lot of puppets, because it's like, okay, I'm dragging you in, and if you implode, it's okay. But they did kind of do what I said to do. They did take a little bit here. They didn't take all of it, and then Mongolia took some up there. So Mongolia is just like this long, snaky country right now. Russia has gone to war with the Ottomans. So, don't know how that's going to work. Is their capital here? Did they actually do that? No, that's still Neva. So they still have Moscow as their capital, and the Ottomans control it. So, Denmark occupied some more. Sweden is now occupying more of Denmark. France is at war with Spain and what looked like England for a second. Burgundy is also taking some opportunities. Let's come over here. Oh, Huan is going after Japan. They've managed to take over this peninsula. Ooh, and Uchi's going after Japan. But it's two separate wars. Interesting. Huan has landed. And the Ottomans, appears that they didn't take anything. Either way, France is at war with England and Spain. Looks like they're going to be losing, though. They've lost territory, so don't know how well they're going to handle. Japan is just getting absolutely rammed right now. And there it goes. So Japan pieced out with them, freeing some more of Korea, and Huan An got part of Korea. Now Uchi's going after Japan. So, definitely major contenders. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major countries in the Ming area. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 major countries still in the Ming area. And I think the ones that have the best chance are right here, these 3. Huan Hui, Huan En, and Changsha, I feel have the best. Also, Korea just declared war on Japan and is occupying its original states. Uchi kicked Japan back some more. Korea can take back its states and then ally Huan An and go after Donghai. It might be able to restore some of itself. And then pray for separatists here and restore this area. But I highly doubt that that's going to happen. Because these guys have been really focusing on China. And now they're focusing on Korea suddenly. I think they're going to try to go ahead and take all of it for the development. France managed to push Great Britain out, actually. Interesting. Sweden. Estonia has been formed. Lithuania is gone. Tever's still here, don't know why. Mongne is going after Gorcha, which is just this one province minor. So that'll be the last minor in China. Kham is not technically in, I don't consider it in Ming, so I'm not going to call it in Ming. So, being the last one province minor in China. Wait a minute, who is this? Spain. Holy crap. Spain's managed to actually buy a province in Huanhua, and well, they might get a foothold. But this is going to be where January 2nd. Oh well. Anyways, this is going to be where I call it. Uchi has declared war on Korea. You need to stop noticing things. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. We've reached our limit. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like. Don't forget, go down and comment who you think is going to take the mantle of Ming, whether it be a European power. I said Korea. I know I'm dead wrong now, but they might make a comeback. You never know. But just vote down in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.